What is up, guys? Dragon Ball Black here, and I wanted to make a live stream for this week. I have some time, like always. Worked all last night, haven't gotten any sleep, so if I sound a little bit hoarse in my throat or anything like that, now you guys know. But I wanted to do this live stream because all of you guys, what's up, Chavindo Jones? What's going on, man? For those of you guys who don't know, I am a man of many, many tastes. I love almost an abundance, I would say, of entertainment. Like when it comes to cartoons, like I like anime. I like a lot of anime, actually. I like a lot of cartoons, and I like things that are kind of like in the middle, in between. I like mashups. If for those of you guys who have been following me or haven't followed me from the very beginning, I love mashups. I love mashup videos. I love when two things that really don't go together should go together. And with Star Wars The Last Jedi coming out this Friday, I believe, I wanted to do this video kind of in honor of Star Wars because I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Been so since I was a little kid. Watched the VHS tapes of the original trilogy, and I was old enough. I was like around 10 years old when I went to go watch the prequels in the movie theaters, which I guess at the time I liked. At the time I thought it was they were really pretty good, and then, you know, as I grew older, they've grown less good. But I wanted to go ahead and pose this question because I've been seeing this shirt posted all over my Facebook, and it looks awesome. This is a really cool shirt because it's two things that I wouldn't have thought go together, because obviously Goku is like Planet Buster completely, and I mean the Death Star is Planet Buster, but it's a machine. So it's two things that really don't go together, but they sort of do really well in this t-shirt. And for those of you guys who want to get me an early Christmas present, this t-shirt would be awesome. Anyway, I digress. So I wanted to go ahead and pose this question, which I did a while back on my community feed. For those of you guys who follow me on there, let me go ahead and pull up my channel here. And I posed a question, and it's pretty obvious who wins in this fight. It is pretty obvious. As you can see here, this is my background for Star Wars Last Jedi. This is hinting at something that I think is going to happen in the movie, but I don't want to say what it is. But anyway, so yeah, basically you guys kind of had the general consensus that, yeah, Goku would completely destroy the Death Star, and I would think so too. I posted about it a while back. Here you go. Goku versus the Death Star in a beam struggle. How long does the Death Star have before the Kamehameha goes right through it? Because obviously the Kamehameha is going to go right through it. Now, sorry if I'm not getting to you guys' comments in the comment section. I'll get to them in a second. I just want to go ahead and get through this portion here, and then I'll switch back and forth. But yeah, the Goku's Kamehameha is going to go right through the Death Star. That's just no question right there. And so that's why I posed the question, how long does a Death Star have before it completely implodes into itself? And we have a couple interesting things that we can kind of take into account. So when does Goku actually have the power to destroy the Death Star? Well, I want to hear from you guys. I see a lot of you guys in the live chat here. What's up, guys? I'm going to go ahead and shout out some names. Universe 6, DBZ Fan 81, William Wilson, Black Reaper, Super Saiyan 2 Warrior, always here, Ashiku Ramen. Sorry if I mispronounced that. What's up, guys? But let me know, guys. Let me know. What do you guys think of this? Oh, crap. Oh, my God. I got completely... Okay, so... Yeah, all right, now I remember. When does Goku have the power to destroy the Death Star? And I think it's when Goku is, after he learns the Kaioken. So after he learns the Kaioken from Master Roshi, I think that's when he has enough power to be Planet Buster. I don't think before then that himself has planet busting capabilities. Obviously other characters have blown things up before then that are sort of on the same level, like the Moon. And so Goku really hasn't shown any of that until, I would say, he gets into what this picture represents. This picture has Goku in the Saiyan Saga, and this is Goku obviously versus Vegeta, but they cut out Goku and put him against the Death Star. So I think around that level, Goku has enough power to destroy the Earth. It is only really stated that Goku's Kamehameha can destroy the Earth, really, that I can think of during the Cell Saga, where Cell is worried that Goku's gone crazy and is about to destroy the Earth just to destroy Cell, which he obviously doesn't. He teleports right below Cell and blows him to smithereens. So, yeah, and that's really the only instance that I can think of where it's mentioned that Goku's Kamehameha can destroy the Earth. But obviously, you know, it can. It's just powerful enough to have that capability, especially since a lot of the fighters that he's facing with his Kamehameha are on that level, on that Planet Buster level. So I would say that after the Kaioken, that's when Goku gets the capabilities of destroying the Death Star. But what exactly what other factors go into the Death Star not being able to kind of cope with the fact that it's about to implode onto itself? Well, for one, the Death Star has enough power to instantaneously destroy a planet. It shoots its beam, hits the planet like Alderaan, and then the planet is no more. Obviously, in Rogue One, we saw it in like a much more contained space. I think it only used like 10% or 5% of the Death Star's power, and it basically cracked a hole in the planet itself. But basically, the Death Star has the capabilities to completely annihilate a planet. So, with those capabilities in mind, can the Death Star survive a beam struggle? That's the number one question, and I don't think that the Death Star is up for a prolonged beam struggle. Goku can draw up energy. If we have the Goku that has learned Kaioken from the Saiyan saga, if we have that Goku facing the Death Star, Goku can draw more power and multiply his power using the Kaioken, using his strength, using the energy within himself to sort of push back and destroy this beam that's about to destroy, say, Earth. And the Death Star really is, from all we've seen, it's a one-shot deal. It shoots it shoots its one laser real quick, and that's it. If it met another opposing force like that was pushing the laser back into itself, I don't think that the Death Star can handle a prolonged engagement like that. I do not think that the Death Star has the capabilities to hold itself off. I think the machinery, I think that the everything surrounding the laser portion, I think all of that comes into play, and I think the stress and would buckle under the force of not only the Kamehameha, but under the force of the beam itself that's being pushed back into itself. And right now we have video output low. This is why I really don't like the streaming portion of YouTube, because it's not 100% yet. Let me know, guys, if you guys are experiencing any technical difficulties from my side of things, because this is annoying. I hate when it's, you know, usually I have green, but for some reason right now I just don't want it to be, you know, me sounding weird, or, you know, there's spaces in what I'm saying, like, you know, old TV and stuff. So anyway, that's what I think. Once we get to Goku going into Super Saiyan, Goku going into God form, Blue, Ultra Instinct, that completely wipes out. The Death Star can't handle that. But can Goku in regular Kaioken, no Super Saiyan, can he handle, say, Star Killer Base? Let me go ahead and get a visual here. Star Killer Base. There you go. Can Goku's Kamehameha handle that? Because Star Killer Base is like, from what I gather, it's way bigger than the Death Star, and it's a planet. So, yes. I think that Goku can completely annihilate Star Killer Base, honestly. It's still a planet. Goku, I would say, at Kaioken level, can destroy a planet, if not slowly, or slower than he would if he was a Super Saiyan, or if he was more powerful than that, like Ultra Instinct or something. But I do think that he can destroy, I think he can destroy Star Killer Base. But I do also think that Star Killer Base can hold up when it comes to an actual beam struggle. If you guys remember from the Force Awakens, the beam that came out of Star Killer Base was gigantic. It was long. It went a far distance. It didn't have to be right above the planet. And it took out several planets. It's extremely powerful. And it actually probably is on the level... Oh, thank God we're back in yellow or orange. All right. It is on the level of other Dragon Ball characters that are a little bit stronger, I think. I think, honestly, that Star Killer Base's energy beam could handle a Super Saiyan Kamehameha, like in a beam struggle. But ultimately, it would get destroyed because there's not enough energy. There's nothing that states when it comes to Star Wars and these giant machines of death like Death Star, Starkiller Base, that they can handle a prolonged usage of their laser, like their laser being used for a good 30 minutes for how long an episode of Dragon Ball Z used to go, like, you know, and how long a beam struggle like that lasts. There's nothing that says that the machinery that's behind this laser can handle the laser being used that long. So ultimately, like, the Death Star would go far quicker, but ultimately Starkiller Base, even though I do think that Starkiller Base can handle a beam struggle, I still think that it'll be boom, done. Explodes right through the planet and boom, everyone's dead. Kylo Ren's dead. Snoke is dead. Yeah, that's exactly what would happen in my opinion. But I want to hear from you guys. Let me go. I told you guys I would be flipping back and forth here. Let me move this a little bit here and kind of check out what you guys have been saying. Let's see here. Let's start from what's it? Time for me. First time for me. Let's see here. AV Gil, I don't think so. He wasn't Planet Buster status until he got to Frieza level. See, I was thinking of that, honestly. I was thinking that maybe in Frieza level he was, but then we have to take into account some of these filler episodes with Dragon Ball Z and how Vegeta, when he was traveling to Earth, he destroyed a planet with 2 fingers, essentially Beerus style. And I know that's filler. I know that's not the manga. So you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt. But when it comes to Vegeta's power in the Gallic Gun, and he's using all his energy to try to take down Goku, and Goku is fighting back, and he wins that beam struggle with the Kamehameha, with the Kaioken, that's when I take into account that, yes, Goku can probably fend off a beam struggle. He can fend off you know, the attacks from the Death Star and the Starkiller Base, and he is Planet Buster at that level. So yeah. Let's see here. If I recall correctly, Frieza. Yeah, AV Gil. No, it was Vegeta. He destroyed. I believe it was Vegeta. He destroyed a planet with 2 fingers. Although that was filler. But I guess if you're going by the manga, yes, Frieza was the first one. And if we do go by the manga, which, you know, I don't know. I didn't watch Dragon Ball Z Kai in the very beginning. I don't know if they have that scene where Vegeta is traveling and he has red hair and he destroys the planet. I don't know if they have that kind of stuff in there. I would think they would have some of it at least, because you have to get Vegeta traveling to Earth. But if they don't, then yes, then Frieza would have been the first one, I think, in my opinion. Goku learns Kaioken from Northern Kai. Christian Ledesma. Yes, he does. He absolutely does from Northern Kai. So I guess the starting of Super Saiyan is enough to bust planets, and we can compare the size of the Earth with a Death Star. How big is it? Black Reaper, the Death Star was tiny. It's the size of a moon. That's why Starkiller Base is much stronger, more sturdier, and more powerful. Yet it still cannot, in my opinion, withhold the constant use of its beam, and not only that, but the force of the beam being pushed back into the planet. I don't think that it has that capability, honestly. Let's see here. Who else we got here? Donald Toten. Rogue One reminds me of Namek. Cracks the planet and takes 20 episodes to explode. Wow, that's awesome. Yes. I would have never thought of that. Yeah, exactly. Rogue One, that whole ending part, it did last for a while, but it does kind of remind you of Namek, because when a Death Star is only at 10%, that's essentially how long it took the planet Namek to die. Essentially, it took a while to die from that. So yeah, good job. Let's see here. Just go for the thrill. Vegeta is out of race to be able to destroy Earth before Frieza Saga. So Vegeta's out of race. I don't know about that. Let's see. Every form Goku have Vegeta have, but except Super Saiyan 3, he should get another transformation. I agree too. I do think that Vegeta needs one, and I'm hoping that Ultra Instinct Offensive is the one that he gets that is his unique and his own. Because that would make the next arc way more interesting when each of them has something different. Although they really couldn't fight each other anymore, because Vegeta's Ultra Instinct Offensive could never catch Goku's Ultra Instinct Defensive. So yeah, those two things wouldn't correlate. So those are just my thoughts on it. And again, I'm a big Star Wars fan, so I just wanted to kind of bring this discussion in the forefront. I thought of making a video about it, but then I was like, you know, I'd rather have a live discussion about it and kind of talk to you guys and kind of see if bounce ideas off you guys. I know a lot of you guys come later on, so you know, I'll talk to you through the comment section below. And actually, I have all my mashup videos. I have them tagged in the comment section below right here. See, where is it? I have the Omni King versus Thanos, Jiren versus Saitama, and Sasuke essentially versus Ultra Instinct Goku. So if you guys want, go ahead and show those videos some love. I'll go ahead and show you exactly where they're at. You have where is it? This one, if you guys can show this one a little bit more love, I guess I don't have as many Marvel fans in the notification army as I thought, but it's a great video. Go ahead and check it out. Omni King Zeno versus Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet. And I did that one because Avengers Infinity War came out, and I'm a big Avengers fan, so you know that's why I made that video. What else we got here? Jiren versus Saitama. This one did pretty decent. And yes, I am a huge One Punch Man fan, but I'll tell you in the video why and what the outcome would be of that matchup. And then this one, I'm a huge Naruto fan for the original Naruto and some of Naruto Shippuden and the manga. I'm getting into Boruto, but now people are telling me that you have to get to episode 36 to be able to enjoy Boruto and get some really good episodes and get out of filler. And that's not really my style, honestly. But yeah, Sasuke's Sharingan can see through Goku's Ultra Instinct. Just from the description of Sasuke's Sharingan, he can see through Ultra Instinct, but his body would crumble under the weight of Ultra Instinct's punches, and it couldn't handle Goku at all. So even though he could see it, he could just see his demise coming, because one punch, his body would explode and implode into jelly, and it would be gone forever. So yeah, that's definitely not a competition for yeah. Anyway, all right, let's go back to the comments, guys. I want to go ahead and talk to you guys and see what's going on. Are you also a Berserk fan? From Lord Mainilar. I am more of a Berserk fan than another transformation that kind of came out of the blue that we haven't gotten an explanation for yet, which is Super Saiyan Rage. Even though I like Super Saiyan Rage's transformation in Trunks, and I liked the way it looks, kind of. And it's, I mean, when I'm playing Dokkan Battle, I'm really excited to get that card, because I do like the way it looks, and when I got the DLC for Xenoverse 2, I love playing with that character. It's just that when you get transformations that have no backstory to them, no explanation, it kind of diminishes them a little bit. At least Ultra Instinct got some of a explanation on why it's even there and what makes Ultra Instinct. But Berserker got nothing besides the fact that it's just a legendary Super Saiyan form, which I'm hoping that if Goku, Vegeta, in the next arc, they go to Planet Sadal, where Kaba and the rest of the Universe 6 Saiyans are, somehow having Universe 6 come back, then that would be really cool to see if we see more of the backstory on... I'm assuming that the king of that planet is going to be really interested in Kale and Caulifla, but mainly Kale, because like... He's probably really interested in this new form that Kale has that stood up to Super Saiyan Blue and you know, and basically tanked or tried to tank Super Saiyan God. So yeah, I like Berserker, but it's essentially on the same level when it comes to a transformation as Rage. Like, it just came out of the blue. So sorry, that explanation was longer than I thought it would be, but I want to make sure I answer your questions and, you know, with some detail instead of just kind of throwing stuff out in the air. This is from Ultra Instinct Gogeta. Can UI Goku defeat Beerus? No. No. I do not think that UI Goku can defeat Beerus, and here is why. Because Jiren is stronger than his own God of Destruction. His own God of Destruction is only slightly stronger than Beerus, because I think he beat him in a arm wrestling match, and Beerus is, you know, around that level. Ultra Instinct couldn't even really take Jiren seriously at this point. And I mean, if it's mastered, that could be a different story. But at this point, where Goku has it, I don't think that's. I think it'll give Beerus a run for his money, and Beerus will have to bring out more power and stuff. But ultimately, I don't think that, you know, I don't think that that he can beat him. I don't think the punches will land hard enough. That's my main thing. And if Jiren was to verse Beerus, I think Beerus would stand a pretty good shot, but I think that Jiren, seeing as how he defeated his own God of Destruction, I think Jiren would win against Beerus. Can you see Beerus' expression when he is in UI from Black Reaper? Yes, I saw it when I was watching 109 and 110 when he became UI and his eyes were all wide and stuff. Episode 110, probably one of my favorite episodes in all of Dragon Ball Super. It was fantastic. Gohan say he wants to a form that no one ever see. He's following his own way. Vegeta should do the same. Yeah, that's why a lot of people wanted him to have some sort of dimension-breaking form, because he broke the hyperbolic time chamber. But at this point now, I think he's just gonna go into the UI and get UI just like Goku. Honestly, I'm hoping, again, I'm hoping that in episode 123 he doesn't get just raffle stomped by Jiren, and then Goku's gotta save him, and Goku gets perfect UI and comes in and saves him. That would just that would suck so much, honestly. Let's see here. If they do go out and form Ultra Instinct, Gogeta and Jiren has max power, that would be a wonderful battle. That would be epic, but Vegeta, I don't think Vegeta would last that long combined. If he does, it only lasts like not even 10 minutes with only Super Saiyan Blue. Imagine what Ultra Instinct is going to do to this to the energy that it takes to keep that fusion together. So he'd have to ring him out quickly if he would stand a chance. But I do think that that combination, if they both have UI and they both combine, I think that would draw out Jiren to bring out almost all his power, and then that would 100% definitely confirm that Gogeta or Vegito are as powerful as, or even more powerful than Beerus, and on the same level as Belmont, which is Jiren's God of Destruction. Yeah, Beerus is stronger than Belmont. That is true. UI is not fully introduced. I think the skill is Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, and is equal or greater to Beerus, and Beerus is greater to Jiren, and Jiren is greater to Belmont. No, because Beerus has been stated that he is actually weaker than Belmont. He lost an arm wrestling match to Belmont, so I mean, in that sense, I think that he is actually a lot weaker, honestly. I want to take a few more questions, and then I'm going to head out, because I was only going to be doing this for about like 30 minutes. And so I got to go to sleep and got to get my rest, and then later on do a couple more errands. But that's basically, honestly, why I wanted to make this video, just to kind of talk about this T-shirt that everyone keeps spreading around, and this fight, this versus fight that, I mean, nobody seems to be talking about it at all. I guess maybe because you already know what the answer is. Let's see here. Goku versus the Death Star. It's only a few, with the exception of me right now. There's only a few people talking about it. Goku versus Death Star. Looks like these are just animations. Goku Kaioken times 4 Kamehameha versus the Death Star Super Laser. Yeah, Goku would win. That's essentially, actually, Dragon Ball Nation 11 months ago kind of came up with the same thing that I'm talking about right now, and yeah, he came up with the same sort of example that Goku at Kaioken times 4-ish, around that territory, would be what destroys the Death Star. Honestly, I would just say Goku with his regular Kamehameha would probably be able to take it down, because again, the machinery that controls the Death Star is not strong enough to support that kind of beam struggle. I don't think it was built for an opposing Death Star to fight it and hit it point blank, so both lasers are touching each other. I really don't think it was built for that. So but going back to, actually, before I end the video, going back to my original post that you guys alright, yeah, go ahead and check out, if you guys want to see any cool polls or talk to me, or see any like memes that I put up here, go to my community tab. I'm always on here, either that or I've been on Twitter a lot more, and I just created an Instagram. So I have the link to the Instagram right here. If you guys go ahead and check it out. 500 followers. I am going to start doing some giveaways here. So if I get to 500 followers, I will start doing some giveaways. I'm not exactly sure what it is yet, but I will know soon enough. So what do you guys think? How long can... Oh, wait. No, hold up. Right here. All right. How long can the Death Star last? 30 seconds, Death Star beam, far weaker than Kamehameha. 2 minutes, Goku needs to draw more energy before it explodes. 5 minutes, Goku says goodbye and hopes they can fight again. 30 minutes, Death Star evaporates before the credits roll. And 1 hour crossover special, so they drag it out. So a lot of you guys said 30 seconds, that's it. I agree. Literally, Kamehameha, the energy beam would hit the Death Star beam. The Death Star beam would start struggling. The whole Death Star would start shaking. Darth Vader and the Emperor, who I would presume would be on the Death Star, would be like, there's a disturbance in the Force. You know, the Force is strong with this one and all that. And, you know, then the explosion would happen. This laser itself would probably implode or at least come out of place where it would start hitting the Death Star itself. The beam would kind of probably either turn off or get pushed all the way back into the Death Star. The Death Star would literally, the Kamehameha would go right through the Death Star, and the Death Star would implode onto itself into pieces. That's exactly what would happen, honestly. But if I was a betting man, I would say if Star Wars and Dragon Ball Super decided, or Dragon Ball Z decided to cross over, it'd probably be a 1 hour crossover special, and they would probably drag it out for the whole episode because, you know, they're trying to get the most out of, well, what's essentially be a 30-second fight. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for all of you guys. I'm sorry for those of you guys who came later. And if you guys are still talking, I didn't spend too much time on the live chat. But I will have more live streams later down the line. I like to have these around 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, not too long, because I want to, you know, have these concise. If for rewatchability, you know, you're more likely to watch something for 45 minutes, more than watching something for a whole hour or 2 hours, however long things usually are. I will have a kind of my thoughts on Star Wars without any spoilers, Last Jedi, and I'll put that on, again, my community tab, and I will also have that on Twitter. I'm starting to get a little bit more into Twitter, so I'll have that on Twitter here. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and check out some of these other crossover videos that I have here. Check them out and see what you think. Let me know in the comment section of those videos, or let me know in the comment section of this video what you guys think of the whole thing. Yes, the Death Star would be completely annihilated. R.I.P. Black Reaper. Thanks for being so active, guys. And for those of you guys who come right away to these things, to these streams, you guys really kind of encourage me to do more of them, because I see like the community response. The hashtag notification army is always on point. Thank you so much, guys. This is going to be Dragon Ball Black signing off.